Welcome to another episode with The Hidden Medium. If you haven't listened to the last episode yet, you need to go check it out because we all know someone who has had a lamp or a light mysteriously turn on. That episode also touches on why we may or may not be hearing from our past loved ones despite asking repeatedly. I will put a link at the end of this video, and while you're there, be sure to also hit that subscribe button so you can take advantage of all the special perks reserved special for my subscribers, like free readings and exclusive access to any live events. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and share with others because all this stuff helps my channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. Now, let's dive into today's episode. How can a house become a beacon of hope? Told through a glimpse through the cracked bathroom door. So I was sitting on my couch, snuggling with my doggies, when my phone lit up. Naturally, I explained to my dogs, like they understand my paragraph-long explanation, that I needed to get my phone because I always answer for my sister. Our sisterly chats are something I always look forward to. So I slipped out from under the cuddle pile and grabbed my phone. I answered excitedly and heard, "I need my sister. My bathroom door keeps closing." My response to my sister, because I was not sure if I was getting trouble or not, was, "Do you need your sister the medium or your sister that put WD-40 on all your squeaky door hinges?" She laughed and clarified that she needed her sister the medium. She took 2 pictures of her bathroom door and sent them my way. Since her cat box is in that bathroom, she needs the door to stay open as it has for years. For some reason this evening, she has reopened the door several times. Since she was the only one home, there was no reason for this to continually close. I told her I would meditate on the pictures and call her back in a bit with my findings. And oh boy, what messages I received. As soon as I looked at the picture, I got a vision of a young girl. She was in her mid-20s, long dark hair, covered her face because she kept looking with her head bowed down, gaze at the floor. She wore a long white nightgown that was wet and covered in dirt. She felt safe in the tiny room provided the door remained closed. This girl was abused, first by her father, then by her husband. Abuse was what she grew up with, and it was what has established her self-worth. She married a man that treated her just like her father always had. That man would eventually kill her, accidentally, with his abuse. To cover his crime, he buried her somewhere close to my sister's house. As her spirit left her human body, my sister's house called to her. She knew she could go there and be safe. She was lost and confused. All she knew was the safe from harm feeling that this home and this tiny bathroom brought to her. She kept the door closed because in life she learned it's safer, so the behavior was repeated after death. With all this information coming through, I began to text my sister in an attempt to get my thoughts straight before verbalizing them. I realize now I just need to type them in like my notepad on my phone because my sister instantly called me. I explained the situation and what I felt needs to be done in order to help this woman cross into her light and find peace. She needs to light a white candle, speak out loud, and let the woman know she is safe and it's time for her to cross into her light. Tell her she is worthy of the happiness that awaits on the other side of that light. She doesn't think she's worthy. She doesn't think she deserves happiness. All the people in her life have either abandoned her or abused her, leaving her self-esteem so low she doesn't even feel like she deserves the gift of God's love. It was making me tear up to think someone has had to live a life where they don't even feel worthy of God's love. They think so low of themselves, they wouldn't cross into the light God has placed in front of them for them. This young woman was so scared to cross over, she didn't want to leave the one space she finally felt safe in. My sister and I ended the call, and she lit a candle and talked to the spirit. She explained that it is safe in this house and that she does deserve to cross over into the spirit realm and be happy. She also included that the cat needs to use the bathroom also, so take your time crossing over, but please leave the door open. Again, be honest with these spirits. The next morning, I got a picture of my sister's open bathroom door. The girl was gone. As I stared at the text message, a calmness came over me. I had to call my sister and let her know just of the serenity that came over me when I looked at the picture, but also the new vision that came into my mind. Something made this girl smile. Something made her realize her worth. Something made her realize that she made at least one correct decision, and that was going into the house that called to her. She lifted her head, her gaze went to the candle, a white light formed in front of her, and she smiled so big, with true happiness radiating throughout her. She stood up and walked towards her light. One last look back and smile. I couldn't tell what she saw or what she heard, but it gave her confidence and courage to see her light, accept her fate, and cross into her happiness. My sister knew exactly what the girl in the bathroom saw. My sister proceeded to explain to me that when her husband got home, she explained to him what had been going on. And his response was to go into the bathroom and talk to this young lady, to let her know she is safe and deserves to cross over. I'm certain that hearing these words from a man is what made the difference in this young woman's attitude. If you'd like to know more about how my brother-in-law and my nephews found out about my gifts, hit that subscribe button because I definitely have that one on the docket. So, what compelled this girl to enter my sister's house in the first place? My sister purchased the house that we grew up in. Spirits can feel the energy of a sensitive or a medium. They are attuned to the vibration at which we reside. I spent over 20 years in that house, and I now visit often. My sister is very understanding to all that is around her, and for that reason, I believe spirits will continue to be drawn to that house. As long as a family member remains living there, the dead will be drawn to that safe vibrational energy of the house and the loving humans that reside there. I am and always will be truly grateful for the family I was blessed with. I understand my gifts affected them when we lived together, and they still do to this day, even though we are geographically so far apart. I wanted to make this next episode because I was contacted by a woman, and as our texting conversation continued, I explained to her that someone in her house is a sensitive. Then she confessed that the medium is actually herself, that the things we were discussing were things that have happened to her as long as she could remember. It is important to understand that when you're an intuitive individual, spirits will flock to you. They can sense that high vibrational energy, an energy that can be left behind perhaps to the house you grew up in or is made evident in this vlog. It's important to know that we are stronger than we all think. We all have the white light of God in us, and we can use that as our protection. When I go to sleep at night, I pray for the Lord to surround me with his white light of protection. If I have to battle demons or dark figures or just awful entities in my nightmares, I use that white light. And yes, there's a vlog coming about that too, so subscribe now. If you are experiencing any weird or uncomfortable situations, or you think you may have seen or heard something, feel free to message me and add it to the comments. My goal with this channel is to provide a safe space for people to learn and grow. That's my reading for today. I want to thank you for listening. If you have any questions or comments, again, just feel free to leave them below. If you love this episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button, and feel free to share with friends to help my channel grow. If you have a picture you'd like to submit, you can email me at thehiddenmedium@gmail.com. Subscribers always get free readings. You're always my top priority. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. I hope we learned a little bit something, and we'll learn a little bit something with every episode. Thank you. Have a blessed day.